I'm surprised that Undying didn't go top to just secure 2 runes. But I really do think Boom have the superior draft. It's just like, you know, they have not been really impressive over the last couple of weeks. Whereas Fnatic just showed very formidable ability.
Yeah, but this is back to what Boom has found success with.
They're really good with this kind.
This lineup has been where the Boom success has come. Drew, Bloodseeker, or on the Riki, excuse me.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, and I feel like Storm's still the namesake of this lineup right now.
I mean, Riki Storm, if it ever reaches late game, like minute 40, 45, this game is gonna go Dire's favor, like pretty much every time. You can just jump into the Storm, he has his Aghanim's, he pulls 2-3 people, and they're all just gonna evaporate.
Earthshaker
Locking in Drew for a second.
Riki should have quite a tough time finding.
Would he have been better off on the Bloodseeker? You've seen him play that like twice already, right?
Yeah. Bloodseeker off lane. I liked it a lot better than Bloodseeker safe lane. Because against Morph, you know, Morph is always low health. He always morphs down to like 0 or like rather 1. Then he morphs up a little bit, which means Bloodseeker has this permanent speed steroid. Very good for him in the lane.
It also seems like Bloodseeker offlane kind of produces the same that a Bloodseeker safe lane would produce.
Yeah,
like
it's pretty much the same hero.
Yeah, it's not getting anything more out of being a carry than it is being an offlaner.
Yeah, so I do think often Bloodseeker is the way to go for the hero.
Yeah. Is it the same build? Are you expecting the same build from an offlane Bloodseeker?
Probably Atos, who he might even choose to go for a quick Vessel, because they have both DK and Morphling. The Vessel would make a lot of sense here. Oh, good. Enigma really needs level 3 until those Eidolons start hurting.
And then the lane just gets really difficult for the Riki.
Yeah, a lot of pressure put on the Morphling here.
Yeah, keeping him low. Coming over is the Undying. I'm not the biggest fan of Boots first Undying.
Me neither. But against the pressure lane like this, it's... I mean, Undying in this game in general doesn't... Easing. Nothing does. To be fair though, Dire side doesn't have the greatest tomb hitters.
But would you rather like Orb of Venom first Undying?
Yeah, I mean, I'm the guy that likes to pressure people.
Cogs around Masaros, lining up the fissure.
Oh, perfect fissure.
And literally perfect. Tricks of the trade leaves the Riki on the opposite side of it.
That was very unlucky that he didn't get the tricks of the trade hit on the Enigma. One more could have netted him a kill.
And Riki holding his own for the moment.
This should get harder as levels go higher. Just be careful, anything. Undying.
One more shot. Bloodseeker going under the tower. DJ silence, but Raven, he'll get first blood instead on Hyde.
Which makes it suddenly not worth it anymore at all.
Yeah.
Morphling was really quite pressured, but that first blood is gonna give him a really good gold injection. Undying is just gonna TP back with full health and deliver all of his items.
Would have been much better for FBZ if he was able to get that kill.
Yeah. And he overcommitted a little bit on the Pangolier. Healing self-delivered.
Heal him back up to full.
No region. Raven's like, I don't need region, I'm Morphling. Get infinite health.
Right.
Or a region rune on Storm.
And ask for anything better to fill up that bottle.
Yeah, especially in the 4 rune, I feel it's almost always the best. Maybe a DD, so you can get a kill with level 6.
Yeah, does he hold the regen rune and then like rotate with that itself?
I mean, there's many things you can do. You can either farm very efficiently in the jungle, you can farm like 5-6 camps with that. You can of course rotate to the Enigma and kill him pretty easily. He has no counterplay to that. As we said, this is a good Storm game. Really, the only reason I chose Fnatic is because they have just been really, really stable and they have win conditions, you know.
Yeah.
But the Dire draft is really, really good.
I'm expecting Mikoto to kind of go off on this Storm if given the chance.
Definitely.
And so far, it's really 35-2. Blood right, swashbuckle, DJ, fine. There's a decay over at FBZ, sends him back.
Has to be a little bit careful here. Morphling has a lot of damage as his disposal.
Cogs around this Earthshaker. Jabz just messing around with Khezcute at the moment.
There's a huge buff up to the Bloodseeker again. He's so fast.
Sitting low now, moving at 270.
No
Getting
mana,
a little bit lower, going into the TP. Raven will be fine. See TP's back to the tier 1. Dragon Tail onto the Storm. Following up. Is it enough? Oh, Lightning with just a sliver left on Mikoto.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That was really close. Now they've got the cogs and the battery assault around this Earthshaker. DJ dead bottom. Jabz gone, and Mikoto's coming back. He's got a regen rune. Lightning forward, hit by the breeze fire. Meanwhile, Morphling getting chased bottom too. Raven, all right, trying to block him in, unable to do so.
Yeah, Morphling is water, water. I really hate this great infinite health out of.
Right.
But I guess it makes sense. Water is pretty
Infinite. Well, not infinite.
pretty strong.
Only if you do it in Minecraft is it infinite.
Dire's
Never
middle
played
tower
that game.
is under attack.
Mask of Death. What's it called? Morbid Mask. Sorry, picked up. Shaker again getting gone by the Clockwerk.
Yeah, Khezcute putting a lot of pressure on the Jabz this game, where it felt like Khezcute last game was the one getting pressured heavily.
He has been on in the entire game.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time getting that cog, battery assault off. You see Riki starting to struggle now a little bit, only sitting at 2.2k net worth. Not a hero that farms really fast until you get Battle Fury.
Right.
I really hope he does not go into this Orb of Corrosion. I feel it's a 900 gold money waste. Rather put that towards the Battle Fury, you know, because that's almost your broadsword.
Hey, it looks like he's going for the Orb of Corrosion right now.
I really hope he's not. He can't even pressure. You know, Orb of Corrosion is a pressure item. He can't pressure the Enigma at all. So what do you build it for? It makes really no sense.
Do you expect to move in with the Orb of Corrosion?
Not at all. You can't gank this morph. You can't really kill the DK either.
Yeah, I don't know what
You
you're
can't
doing
really kill
with
any
it.
lane. You just need to farm up and be that late game insurance that your team needs. That's why you pick Riki, because you're late game insurance. As I said, I really hope he's going to go away from it, but we'll see.
Now this on Drew, tricks of the trade. Not
Now
really
you can
doing
really
much
see
for him.
his islands are too much to handle for the Riki. Oh shit. Dragon form use for...
Khezcute, cogs, good fissure. That blocks him from getting out of this one. Perfect range, just across the stairs, keeps him next to Moon. Dragon Tail, battery assault, Khezcute melted down with the breathe fire.
Bottom haste. And Storm is not there to pick it up. Interesting. Farming a golden
My
camp.
tremors travel faster.
And it's picked up by Jabz, who will come bottom with this.
There is a potential for a kill, but
Hyde, he spots Jabz. They're going right for FBZ.
good block.
The fissure, I'm not sure if it keeps him out completely. Bloodright, Rupture, all down on the Earthshaker. They've got the silence. Swashbuckle comes in. Now that you've got this Earthshaker well, maybe you can turn and get this.
Storm to
But
ping.
Storm just a little late, so he's no longer ruptured. Ball lightning all the way forward. Look for the ball lightning vortex combo. But Totem hits him, and it will just be a little bit of a delayed kill on Jabz.
Not really the greatest TP, I feel. Wastes a lot of his own time. Like either you TP right away because then you get 2 hero kills, or you don't really TP because they didn't need him for the kill, you know?
Yeah, it seemed, yeah, like you said,
Very late. Very late.
I was thinking that too. There's the Rupture had run out. I thought maybe he'd come over a little bit earlier.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
This is on a
attack.
very good odd timing though. Yeah. Good power kill. This pace is gonna have Orc at minute 12, 13 maybe.
Radiant's bottom tower.
And that'll help him go after the Undying as well as the Earthshaker, take out these supports,
Even
build
the
up that
Morphling.
net worth. Yeah.
Just wanna, you know, play your best. If you're good.
Yeah.
Now, 10 seconds to Dragon Form. You can also pressure the top tower. And it's gonna be quite hard to defend. They got Black Hole.
I don't really think there's a way to properly defend this.
They're up 2k gold at this point.
You're risking too much defending this. Because if you bring up 3 heroes, Black Hole comes in, and you lose everybody, you let the game go to Fnatic in an early part of the game where you want to be strong.
Is under attack.
Boom is ahead by quite a bit,
Dire's top tower has fallen.
considering...
The way Drew's lane is.
Yeah.
Bloodseeker's having a good time.
I mean,
He's keeping
Enigma's
up
also
with
very fast. Enigma's
Okay. Buckle and Undying.
Is under attack.
Killed off by Mikoto, and this is what we see from Mikoto, and something that we alluded to in the first game as well, was just how active Mikoto is, no matter what he's given over in the mid lane. But this time I think it's a lot more of a hero that can stay doing that.
And he has the reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fairy's Trinket for the Radiant with Royal Jelly, 2 really good tier 1 items dropping over.
Post, I gotta use my price that I won the other day. It's a free reroll. Rerolling to boom.
I don't remember you getting that prize.
Really?
No.
Right. Fnatic then.
I don't know if you get to reroll. I'm still trying to get back. You guys are 1-0 over there. It would put me at 1-1. Trying to get the prediction king, guys.
You're a king.
Means so much.
Radiant are scanning.
Vessel soon.
That's what you wanted from FBZ.
Yeah,
too.
it's good. It's a very good pickup.
Radiant's middle tower
It's gonna be
is
a
under
while,
attack.
a long while, until this Morphling has Manta stuff.
TP out from FBZ. Tombstone, Dragon Tail, stopping the TP. FBZ throws the Rupture, trying to run. Fear doesn't block him in. He's still got an opportunity to get out of this. It's going to be tough, though. Blood right down again, trying to get the silence so he doesn't get stunned.
Blink.
FBZ fast enough to escape.
Blink dagger though.
Blink. And there's the kill.
Interesting pickup. Usually,
All that's happening, they're going after the Morphling. They've got him silenced. They'll get the kill on a Raven, slowing him down. And again, Mikoto making that happen.
Mikoto again on a Star Spirit
Radiant's
owning.
middle tower is under
What do you
attack.
expect from him
I would expect a respect ban.
next game? Or at least
Every
not
game.
make it so free, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. That being said though, Enigma with BKB, which he's building first. If you get Black Hole that Storm, you're just dead. There's no saves. Dire side.
He still has to catch the storm in his. If you,
It's not easy.
We've seen Enigmas fall into that trap of tunnel visioning, and then they don't. You know, they pop the BKB early, and then they don't even get a black hole up before the BKB duration runs out.
Very scary time right now. Storm has an arcane bottle up. If he plays his cards right, he's unkillable and can dish out a lot of damage. And knowing Mikoto Storm, just what he's gonna.
Yeah.
So he did not end up going. He's going for Diffusal Manta on Riki. What? Why? He's getting so much space.
Yeah, he really
I'm very
is. And
baffled
he's
by
ahead
this.
of the Morphling.
Yeah, I'm very baffled by this. I feel like you just go Battlefield Aghanim's. This game is, you know, you can carry this game very easily.
Radiant's bottom
At least he
tower
didn't buy
is
Awful
under
Corrosion.
attack.
Yeah.
That's a plus. Hook shot online and a Clockwerk now.
Has the double blades of alacrity.
Still trying to hold onto the mid tower. This DK looks very tanky, but he's actually not very survivable. Jabz, still no blink. They got 1,000 gold off. He did not have a good game in the Shaker so far. Same as Undying. The supports of Fnatic are really struggling in this game.
Yeah, they're not heavily. Well, the Undying is compared to the Clockwerk, but the Earthshaker, it's just not the blink dagger time for 15 minutes.
I mean, even the Morphling is struggling.
He
He doesn't even have his Yasha yet.
Blink. So you thought he had the BKB preference.
Oh, he's going
And queued up.
Blink first. I
Yeah.
think they need that though. They're quite far behind. They just need ways to catch the storm right
Radiant's
now.
bottom tower is under attack.
That being said though, there's a lot of ways to cancel this. There's Pangolier ult, there's hook shot, there's battery assault.
Radiant's
trouble
turret
or
is
gates.
fortified.
But they've got some help coming through. Falling away from Mikoto, looking for the fissure, avoids it. You still have Moon with the Dragon Tail, but the blink on cooldown. Masaros has his blink as well as the black hole ready.
Yeah, I've seen that at wards. The ward put down. The ward here. Initiating on Undying.
Shot. Coming around, black hole's in. That's onto the Riki as well as the Clockwerk. The damage just isn't enough to kill off two. They do get Khezcute. They lose DJ, but they got the silence out of the Earthshaker. The finish off Jabz. They disarmed a couple of these heroes as Morphling is turned into the Pangolier, but they finish off Moon. They'll finish a third and look for the rest. Enigma now no black hole.
Radiant's bottom
Tombstone
tower
gold.
is under attack.
Miss. Couple of misses coming through, and finally the tombstone down.
There's that power of the vessel. You know the problem that Fnatic is running into now? They have bought 2 Blink Daggers, but none of them have a BKB, so they have no front lines.
Radiant's bottom
Frontline
tower
hero,
is under
basically.
attack.
They get the
You can see it
cogs.
again. Yeah. But look how fast the DK is dying with that vessel on everything. They have no damage output right now because Morphling wasn't in the fight.
Stupendous!
Drew really didn't take much damage from the black hole in the follow-up. They did get a disarm after Raven morphed into the Pangolier, so that kind of stopped, I would say, Boom from getting even more from that fight.
Yeah.
Radiant
But again, like you want 1 BKB, usually it's on the Dragon Knight, and then 1 Blink.
Scanning.
But both building Blink, you know, and non-building BKB just means you really have no frontliner. The Storm can just do whatever he wants. Morphling in trouble again here. They have a vessel. There's no way to dispel this. If they catch him, he's dead.
He's gonna Mana Corruption.
Where's the
Storm
body?
is right on him.
Vortex,
Vessel.
Vessel, Swashbuckle,
And
just
dead.
trying to stick with him and get this kill. Orchid Burn comes in, and then one more right click from Mikoto, and still continuing to just put the pressure on as the Storm. He's sitting 6-0-0. Not James Bond just yet. Or, well, the backwards James.
Seems to always work out for them.
Yeah, he's not being punished at all.
Even though they have 2 Blink Daggers, he has not been caught a single time. That can change in an instant though. Like Radiant, they do have a lineup that can come back. Dragon Form activated.
Hook shot. Pangolier caught, stunned up. Swashbuckle getting some distance. Looking for the rolling thunder. This is risky.
Under attack.
Okay. Did he die in the Midnight Pulse?
Nope, he got right clicked by an Enigma. Deals 80 damage.
Dire's structures.
Once they have these
fortified.
BKBs up on the Radiant side, the game is going to go a lot. That's why I don't understand the Diffuser build, because the only way to fight against BKB this game is to kill them. Which Diffuser doesn't help you with at all.
Right.
Radiant's middle tower
Like
is
Storm
under
is the
attack.
guy, you know, it will make the BKB, but you have to be the guy that
Radiant's
punishes
middle
them
tower has
through the BKB. Because Vessel obviously doesn't go through BKB, Storm doesn't do anything through BKB, his Diffusal Blade won't do anything. DK needs 1,000 gold to finish his. Enigma took about 2k away from it.
Pretty far.
Yeah, they're still getting quite heavily pressured on the Radiant side here.
And
Giving them space though. Morphling is getting space to farm.
Storm going Lincolns.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get stunned by that Dragon Knight,
Right.
which is one of the only ways they really have. But, you know, Blink Dagger up on Jabz. Now it's go time with the smoke. If they catch the Storm here, it's a huge kill. They need this kill. But he's smelling it. He's smelling it. I wonder what he's smelling. Oh,
Blink. Mikoto gets the silence.
again.
And there's the Blink rotation.
Blink reveal
debut.
for nothing.
Yeah, not. I mean, this was actually late.
He might just die
Swashbuckle
here.
in, Drew going forward. And there's the Blink strike, hook shot to follow. Jabz dead, and that is a really poor review of the Blink dagger.
Yeah. Interesting. Like, usually when you smoke, you just want to have a ward on you. As soon as your smoke breaks. Or is it stun? Oh, it's an illusion. As soon as the smoke breaks, you just want to go and put it on the high ground, right? The ward. And then you jump right after it. But he jumps in blindly and gets nothing.
Blink
Fnatic
dagger now
is-
for Hyde. I like that. I'm always a big fan of the Rolling Thunder Blink.
Radiant's
Blink is
top
amazing,
tower
Pang.
is under attack.
Especially if you're a support. And you don't need to itemize into the vessel, because Bloodseeker did so. But again, Bloodseeker can fall off with this build. We'll have
Well-
to see how this game goes for them.
Bloodseeker can fall off, but you should have Riki and Storm to.
Yeah, but
lift-
Riki
lift
also
him up, right?
didn't go for a scaling build. He went for a very fight-oriented build. Which again,
Radiant's
imagine he had
bottom
Battle Fury. He would
tower
be
is under
sitting
attack.
at like 11k net worth now, if not more. He could single-handedly carry this game.
Yeah.
Feels like they're always kind of putting, you know, all the eggs into the Mikoto basket. Which can work in this game because it's a free Storm game, but there's a lot of pressure on Mikoto. If he ever gets Black Hold, there's only a hook shot to really cancel it.
Yeah, and that's usually where their lineups succeed, though, is when it's mostly on Mikoto, right?
Radiant's
Yeah,
bottom
but
tower is under attack.
It's pretty unreliable, you know. You usually have multiple cores because Enigma is one of the hardest, and Shaker, they're two of the hardest heroes that counter a single core, you know.
Bring this bottom
Radiant
tier 2
are
if anybody
scanning.
rotates. I don't believe Hyde has shown
Radiant's
off that
bottom tower
dagger
is
just
under
yet.
attack.
Radiant is loving this. They're getting a lot of space. And they won't get the outpost at 20 because they didn't kill a tower fast enough. Splitting bounty runes. Dragon Knight picked up the BKB. They really need Enigma's BKB ASAP.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Manta finished the war, also itemizing into the BKB. We can see 3 BKBs coming out because they also recognize they didn't build into anything that can punish you.
Dragon form is done for Moon, down for 50 seconds, still has that double damage for a little while.
Oh, Philosopher's Stone Enigma. This is really gonna help him up. Help him out with that BKB timing.
Yeah, he needs it.
Yeah, that's a really good item for him to find.
Doesn't feel like Boom are up enough.
I feel like Boom is playing quite conservatively considering the lead they have. You know, Storm is really strong. He got his Lincolns, but they're fine just farming up, which they didn't really itemize for.
Are they feeling the pressure of the importance of this series? Could that be it? Because they're 1-1 right now. Beating Fnatic
would be huge
puts
for
them
them.
both at 2-1.
Yeah, but maybe, but you know, you really can't let yourself feel it.
Yeah.
Like, I really hope I'm wrong and the Riki item build will end up working out, but I really feel like, you know, you lose one team fight and you're in big, big trouble. Smoke up here. 4-man smoke. Bloodseeker showing top. And they're rotating top, expecting them to farm the enemy jungle, but Fnatic is reading this very well, camping the high ground, and they won't find anything up there at all. Coming bottom. 1,000 gold to the BKB. Timing's getting closer.
And they won't find anybody in the triangle either. DJ gets caught.
Oh, Raven has to be a little bit careful. He has the man to bail himself out.
Got the cogs, will take out Jabz pretty quickly. They look over at DJ now with the Rolling Thunder. Take out a second. Raven comes in, kills off Khezcute. But a 2-for-1 where I think black hole that catches Mikoto, but immediately stops. The black hole not worth it. And now they've got the silence in the diffusal. They'll slow down Masaros. They'll look over at Moon. Has popped his BKB, but Drew with Blink Strike down to the low ground over to Mikoto. Moon trying to TP out. The BKB lasts long enough for him to escape.
Huge mistake there to go back in for the Enigma. Just wait until you have your BKB, then you can do that for free. But you know, the fight was 3v4. There's no need to force it there. It was a very, very bad initiation, honestly. I don't know why he did that.
I think the presence of the black hole is keeping Moon from going in on that. And then as he goes for the black hole, once it's down via the Yules of the Bloodseeker, good to go. BKB for Moon, back and forth, just juking and jiving.
Yep. Matchup is rough for the DK. That's a lot of magic damage coming out from the Storm.
Radiant's
And these
top
two
tower
kills
is
come
under
right
attack.
next to the tier 3 tower.
Yeah, it was really bad by Fnatic that they took that high ground fight. Now it's all falling apart. He only died because he used the BKB in that fight there, you know. There's a lot of things adding up now. They can't really go high ground though. So they'll probably just go back to controlling the map. Top lane,
Radiant's
to get
top
any
tower
stunner
is
here.
under attack.
BZ
A lot of damage.
has the Yules and Vessels himself.
Enigma, very slow rotation here. TP up all.
Radiant's top tower
Drew.
has been denied.
Are they waiting for them to come back around and maybe go for the Enigma or the Morph?
Radiant's
Enigma can
middle
die
tower
easily.
is under
Khezcute
attack.
does have a hook shot available. Is it?
You know, I said like Fnatic is really, really stable, right? Like this game, they look a little bit disconnected. The way everything is going.
And I would say this is the first time they've looked like this.
Yeah, they haven't dropped a single game yet, right?
Well, they only played two series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're 5-0 right now.
Beat T1, beat Execration, 5-0 at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah. Looking, I mean, there's a lot of pressure on them this game, of course, so they're forcing mistakes on them.
The Riki finishes the Manta, now going for the Axe. The question of the timing, right?
It's not only the timing, it's also damage possibilities, you know, because obviously the double Battle Fury cleave in during the Agon Scepter is a huge reason why he's so hotly contested. Jabz is having a really rough game. He almost got caught out again. He's just walking in. 150 gold to BKB. Black hole up in 50. That's going to be their timing. Morphling farming up his Agon Scepter. They're still going to be very strong.
And you still have to land the
Radiant's
black
top
hole
tower
on the
is
storm,
under
which
attack.
is difficult task in itself.
I mean, you don't only need to rely on that because you're going to have a huge range fissure from both Morph and Shaker. If you ever catch the storm with that,
Radiant are
could
scanning.
be an easy setup for the black hole.
Comes in. Cogs now around Moon. One right down. Falling the invis for the Earthshaker over to the left. He's got the Orchid and the burn just not enough, but they have the silence tricks of the trade. Rolling Thunder, pumping it up in the air. Masaros pops the BKB. And now Drew dusted, essentially dead under the nose of Moon and Raven. So 2 heroes, they go down.
Both sides.
On both sides.
One support died. I mean, both supports died on Radiant. One bot back. So an Undying kill could be really big.
That's Drew getting caught. It looked like they wanted to use the black hole potentially on Drew.
It was still on cooldown actually when he used BKB, but he was forced to BKB because Storm jumped on top of him.
Yeah.
But you can see this potential with these BKBs. They have no damage through it.
Has been killed.
Going into an Orchid on the DK, I like that a lot. Just to pop the Lincoln and be able to actually kill him. It's gonna put a lot of pressure on him. Clockwerk caught out again.
Ball lightning, 1-4 over the back lines, catching Masaros. No black hole, no buyback on the Enigma. They've got the Spirit Vessel on DJ. Not a lot of mana to work with here from Mikoto, so he needs to be careful. Think away from Hyde, think for the Rolling Thunder with the blood right down, move with the Rupture. And he'll pop the BKB. Hyde trying to roll out of this one, and instead will soft over the low ground, but they've smoked. Seems like they might want to initiate once again. You have this Echo available.
He blinked out though.
Mikoto still going after Moon. Again with the Spirit Vessel on.
No mana on Storm.
Mikoto in trouble. Blood right down. The chase is on. Can they get the blink as well as the Echo? They've got the blink as well as the Dragon Tail. They need to follow this up. Potentially. Oh, Echo right down onto Drew. Over to the right, but nobody's following this up. They got the silence. The right hooks in. The tricks of the trade. Jabz in trouble. They'll get that kill onto the Earthshaker. They take out Mikoto. It's Roche that kills Mikoto.
Jabz wanted to blink, echo the 2 heroes, the Storm as well as the Pangolier, but Drew jumped on top of him and jumped in again.
In trouble. To the trade right on top. He there's the Dragon Tail. Hook shot in, not in time. Drew pulls a whip from Masaros with the BKB getting used. Oh no!
An astronomical price.
Swing and a miss.
A moment of silence. No, it's
bow your heads.
I feel like we've seen it in both regions, like China as well as SEA. A lot of black holes missing. We see here the Storm, or rather the DK baiting in, and the Riki just jumped in, you know, onto the BKB, gets stunned immediately, almost loses his life right there.
Drew is coming into these fights in risky positions.
Yeah.
Manta pop by Raven, ball lightning out again, Spirit Vessel on the DK. The Lincolns, they have the fissure.
Wait, look at the Shaker positioning in this fight here.
Yeah, he goes up by this camp. But
yeah, and he's waiting, but they have a ward there. So Drew jumps him just as he wants to echo, so instead he ends up echoing the...
Yeah, blink strike right on time. That's actually frame perfect.
It was fortunate for Dyer that it worked out that way.
He's going down to Roche.
Otherwise he would not have died already.
No, I think he's out.
No black hole this time, because there was this whiff. Now they got an opportunity for Roshan and Radiant. How do they fight that?
They don't have anything big. They have no Echo Slam, no Black Hole, no
it's a
Elder
big
Dragon form.
Very costly whiff.
Well, let's see.
Uncharacteristic from Fnatic in the States.
Yeah, for sure.
Morphling finished up his Iron Scepter though. There's a lot of potential for damage now. Like he can solo those Pangolier, potentially even the Riki.
Immortality is mine!
You're gonna need those lucky disarmed. But they've got this Aegis. It's in the hands of Mikoto, who's 10-1-3, really rolling at the moment.
This game is pretty much on Mikoto again, as we had expected. 10k Goldie though. Psychic Headband, perfect item for the Enigma. Some more cast range.
We'll see if he takes it. He's holding on to the first stone, and it's Moon who takes the Psychic Headband. And I think maybe using that Psychic push to break the Lincolns. So, multiple options.
Radiant are scanning.
Getting his Orchid soon too. There's no BKB on Storm. If he gets his Lincolns popped and then Orchided and stunned, he's in trouble. Big smoke up again. They're misreading the map quite a bit. Like, there's no reason for Fnatic to be in a position. Maybe they just smoke to get to the mid-30 outpost. But you really don't need to smoke up for that.
Well, now they're crossing it over mid. that like giving up. BZ coming around, might spot Moon, who's in the trees. Slink over to the illusion Moon. Stun onto the Clockwerk. They've got the Rupture as well as the Spear Vessel. Two-man figure through, but the Silence as well as the Rolling Thunder that get the kill onto Moon. Taking out this DK for 60 seconds. Ball Lightning looking for more Rolling Thunder. Swashbuckle and DJ down and dusted. As they'll BKB on Masaros. He doesn't have Black Hole. That's a big problem for Fnatic because he's dead too.
Yep, hook shot. It feels so disconnected from Fnatic. He blinks to get the rune. They just leave him to die, you know, but then instead they kind of float around. They lose 2 more heroes. It's looking pretty dire right now for Fnatic.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Glance over.
Yeah.
Give a chuckle.
This black hole really, really cost them a lot.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been much better if you just didn't cast it, you know? Because at least there's a threat of the black hole. They wouldn't just attempt the Roshan. Because this storm with Aegis is going to be a big, big storm in their eyes.
Over here now.
Ball Lightning looking for someone. Nobody home.
Shot has been picked up.
Just in your base.
Yeah, just tier 4, stunning people at tier 3. No problem.
Balanced. When I first saw that shard, I thought you had to be touching the fissure.
Yeah, I think everybody thought that.
Yeah.
But I think it even words it that way. Let's see. Uses fissure grown by 2 seconds and allows Earthshaker to walk on it. When he casts any ability. No, it doesn't actually say that. We just because it would be logical.
But I think it was the little example they gave on the patch notes.
Yeah, because he stood on the fissure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's their fault. Never my fault.
Smoke up from Fnatic.
Orchid picked up.
Yeah, they've got the Orchid, the pressure coming out of the tier 2 tower. Top is the last outer tower for Fnatic. 32-minute rune is an arcane rune that DJ will swipe, making sure that the Storm can't have it. Vision on this, but we'll go for Masaros with BKB. Mikoto's got to be a little bit careful, but they've got the Cog blink away from Masaros. But there's Ball Lightning in, they get the kill to Jabz. They'll go for Raven, who's still right by this outpost. Yule's up in the air, as well as the Blood right. Masaros no longer has the BKB. BKB's been popped by FBZ. They'll go after the Enigma, chase him down alone. One more shot finishes him off. Ball Lightning in, as well as the Swashbuckle. Down goes DJ. 3 heroes gone on the side of Fnatic, and boom, coming away unscathed.
Jabz and Masaros are having horrendous games. They're making so many mistakes, and you know they just keep piling up and piling up. And you know at some point it can get into your head, you know, where you get very insecure about your own plays. It feels like that's what's happening to them right now. Like they're so slow on the buttons, you know. They're very insecure of initiating. Yeah. They're scared of using their abilities wrongly. At least that's what it feels like.
The fear of missing the perfect black hole could become a mental issue.
But you can't have that if you have this Enigma as a hero, you know. We have seen it in the China region as well. I think just yesterday. So many with black holes, and at the end he was just so scared to ever use it.
Right.
It's really a big mental thing. You need to be very mentally strong when you play these AoE initiation heroes. Because both Shaker and Enigma with both of theirs. At least once.
16k lead for Boom.
I mean, there's still potential. Shaker and Enigma.
Anything's possible with Shaker Enigma.
There's a lot of potential, especially the new shard can set up a lot. And again, the only way to cancel right now still is the hook shot. They're building into an Abyssal Blade on Bloodseeker.
Yeah, Shaker Enigma Morph. The disgusting trio of heroes.
It is. Pangolier also picked up the Basher, can now bash him out of the black hole too. More problems building up. They're building into multiple Abyssal Blades on Dire, because they also know black hole is one of the winning conditions of Radiant.
Look at the fissure distance that Raven's giving.
We haven't seen any Shaker Morph combos yet.
No.
He's had the Agrams for a long time.
Or the trio. Yeah, you're expecting, even DK I think kind of falls into the lineup does kind of fall with each other.
Yeah, it's a very good lineup on the Radiant. They had like a very scary timing, which I thought they survived really well. But yeah, again, just like one black hole really changed the course of the game entirely. They got Roche off that. Since then, it's been all Boom. 19k Nebula of Storm. Building into the BKB now.
Fissure. Look at this thing. BKB Mikoto to the Rupture. Swashbuckle, Rolling Thunder. The tombstone is down. It's disrupting the fight of Fnatic. The blood right in. That'll push back Moon, at least for a second. And Raven, he also waveforms away from the fight. Vision on the high ground for both these teams.
Why is the tombstone on the second spell slot when he morphs into Undying? So weird.
Dire are scanning.
Bounty.
Now,
Didn't lose much. Just
morphing into the
charge.
Undying and not the Earthshaker.
Yeah, interesting. Maybe because the totem isn't maxed yet? Jabz is really low level. 35 minutes, level 13. Rough.
Yeah.
Clockwerk is almost 16. Plus 5 of the enemy. He's sitting at level 12. He built the Holy Locket just to be able to give some more HP to his teammates. Could potentially turn around the fight. I mean, at this point, Undying is just, you know, is just a walking tombstone.
It's what, a glorified support?
No, not even
at times.
glorified support. How do you call that? Meatball, a meat sponge. No, he's adding some health to the team fight, you know? Hit me, don't hit the other heroes. I got 2,000 health.
Trying to put a target on his own back.
Yeah.
And it's off.
Woke up again.
Potentially
He has to be really careful. Ooh.
Potentially having Roche on the minimum spawn timer.
Potentially. Radiant has the tools to fight though.
Yeah, I think they've always had the tools to fight, but Boom have been playing around the tools really well.
Yeah. Building into a Shadow Blade on Enigma. Trying to get more avenues, more angles. Again, Abyssal Blade. Finish soon. And if initiation, Riki has to call out here.
Looking for the black hole, hook shot in! The Fissure is out, they get the kill on the Drew, they get the black hole that's around the Pangolier, they get the kill on the Khezcute, they take it out to the buyback coming out of the Drew. They'll look over, the rolling thunder, it's actually stuck. Hyde forces the swashbuckle with the BKB pop by Mikoto. Goes in for Masaros, takes out Jabz, double kill right now for the Storm. Totem away, Raven trying to get some distance, swashbuckle in, they've got the bash, do they follow it up? No, not yet. Buyback committed by Drew.
Roshan up in 130.
Yeah, it's a long Roche. They use Black Hole, but they still have Echo Slam.
130. Black Hole will be only half of cooldown. If they are fast, they're gonna get this Roche.
Lightning all the way in. Got the silence on the Dragon Knight. Fissure comes through that, stuns up Mikoto. He might be in too deep. They're thinking about Jabz going in with the Echo Slam, but he holds back. Ball lightning for more. Blink away. They found themselves DJ. They'll get the kill onto the Undying. 2 heroes alive for Fnatic, with the 3 in the grave having buyback.
I'm not sure why they went out there again without their BKBs available.
So there's one.
Yeah. There's a lot of misplays coming up for Fnatic. They look very vulnerable. First time I see them like this in the season.
Mikoto right on top. Mikoto, BKB, and down he goes. Masaros claims the life of the Storm Spirit, has been the thorn in his side for so long, and finally he plucks it.
Fissure.
Wow,
So long.
lands FBZ. Ooh, flicker. Blood right. Oh, Raven, silence, Manta, rolling thunder, up in the air with the tricks of the trade. Raven in too far. BKB's been popped by Moon. He stuns up Drew. You gotta remember that he fought back. He needs to be very careful about how he uses his life. If he ends up dead, that's a big problem for the side of Boom, but it doesn't look like it'll be likely. Jabz, he goes down. They'll find themselves. Moon has got the silence. They throw him down. The sword will only extend the inevitable on this one because DK, he is dead on his screen already. Moon, he goes down. So does DJ. Triple kill for FBZ and a full team wipe for Boom.
Yeah, Fnatic. Awesome storm kill, chased too far. Getting punished heavily for it, losing everybody. No buybacks on any of the cores other than Enigma. I don't know if you can really consider them a core at this point.
So they will
huge
get the
turnaround.
mid-set of racks. Yeah, without Mikoto too.
I thought they were just going to kill the storm and, you know, get a lot of follow-up kills, but Morph in over his head.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
In over his head. He did not expect to get stunned up that much.
Yeah.
They do have a couple of bashers on Dire. They have,
Are
in fact, 2 bashers. The bash up a lot under the smoke screen. Manta Cell doesn't save you.
Radiant's top
Now you've got
tower
one
has
set of
fallen.
racks, potentially two.
That was really
Radiant's
scary though.
top
Like
barracks
if
are
Dire,
under
you know,
attack.
if they get chased down there, one thing goes wrong, Riki dies, suddenly Roshan goes to Radiant.
The game falls.
Yeah, because as I said, he did not itemize the skin. They get away with it. For now. 24k gold lead, can still win though. Getting Aegis Cheese now, one of the best tools to combat that Enigma, of course. Pick up an Aegis. I think you still give it to Storm probably, but Riki does not have buyback.
Yeah, Riki brought back. I would say he wants to take it, but Mikoto had the slot, so...
I feel like it's probably the better decision. Storm just does too much in these team fights.
For the twins.
Double damage
Neon
rune.
disc for the Riki.
Riki has a double damage rune.
Radiant's courier
Bottle.
has been killed.
Interesting Aeon disc. Of course, good counter to Black Hole.
Cheese, double damage bottled.
He has to be careful though. One of Death Strike can trigger that Aeon disc pretty easily.
Dire are scanning.
30k lead.
It's getting to the point where, you know, even having this huge team fight advantage, you can still win, of course, if you get like a 3-4-man Black Hole or whatever, but they have Abyssal Blades now. They have 2 Abyssal Blades ready. They have a hook shot. They have a lot of ways to cancel this Black Hole now. 3.
Where's the party?
Boom. Let's see. It's tense because it 30k, but doesn't.
It can end in a second.
Yeah.
Like if Fnatic wins the team fight, they will still have to win another 2 or so team fights. But if Boom wins the team fight, the game is just over.
Yeah.
That can really be very explosive here.
And we'll see if Fnatic can hold.
It's Riki with the DD, you know, he can jump on the Enigma, he can get blown up in a
blow him
second.
up fast.
He does have the Shadow Blade though. Might come in as a surprise. Do they have a gem? They don't. They do. Clockwerk does.
True. Going after Raven for a second.
Yeah.
Raven on edge. The level 25 for Bloodseeker. -4 seconds on the Blood Right cooldown. Now 8 seconds. Going Wind Waker.
Another way to save against the Black Hole. They also recognize that, you know, Black Hole is pretty much the only way to lose this game.
Radiant's bottom tower
Brutal.
is under attack.
Pretty brutal.
Trying to hold and
I've not seen Fnatic is
be tough.
vulnerable in
Yeah.
any of the series they've had so far. Jumping in on needs to be only forced. Yeah. 1 minute.
and they find themselves the Clockwerk, but
Radiant's bottom
Khezcute,
tower is under attack.
just surviving while he is at the end. It's a blue hole instead of a black hole that Fnatic are relying on. Jabz in the follows. They're both gone without buyback. Moon looking to follow. GG just like that. Here comes the boom, and it comes in quick.
Radiant's bottom tower
Yeah.
is under attack.
And Mikoto is insane, man.
Yeah, he's insane with this storm. He really is insane with this storm. It is so impressive to watch.